1. Okay, so as you all might have heard, Marvel is in deep trouble with the lead up to Avengers Doomsday after the major and massive Fantastic Four disaster. Bars. Anyway, so now we're leading up to Avengers Doomsday and everything, and they're still filming for that, as well as the fact that they've recently started filming for this new Spider-Man movie. Now, Fantastic Four lead into Avengers Doomsday is suggesting that, the franchise is in trouble so far. And now there's rumors of additional casting that's being revealed along with details on X-Men's astonishing costumes that's coming in from a certain shield site, or as some people call that. But joining me to discuss with this today is none other than WDW Pro, the one and only creator of thatparkplace.com and the Pro Show on this WDW Pro channel. Pro, how you doing?
Doing great, Hughes. Happy to be back with you. Love the animations, love the little sounds, and by the way, you're looking better than ever, Hughes.
I'm still bald, Pro, so there's that also. So I doubt that. But the only person say I look good is my wife, and I still don't believe her. But anyway, going on into the story itself. Apparently, there's more rumors of additional casting, including a certain Tatiana Maslany and everything. The Disney Plus version of She-Hulk, and not the comic book based version of She-Hulk that they marketed out to women and everything, rather than a core audience. So they're stating that she may or may not be in Avengers Doomsday. Pro, what do you think about that?
Well, I would say that it's a little too early to comment because this is something where they're still writing the script and they're going to have to make some serious cuts. Now, I do believe that they've wanted to have Tatiana Maslany in it. They wanted to have She-Hulk in there. They have to find women that people know. And unfortunately, they've done a very bad job of generating new female characters in phases 4, 5, and now the sick phase 6. But the problem with Tatiana Maslany is, as the box office woes continue for Marvel, they're going to have to go with the A tier, and she is distinctly Z tier. So what does that mean? Well, it means they're going to have to maybe go with Iman Vellani instead, not Captain Marvel, but Miss Marvel. She's well liked, even if her show was not well viewed. And beyond that, well, they got to find some ladies. They got to find some ladies that people be interested in. Word on the street is they might be trying to find somebody to play Rogue. We'll see how that goes. But in terms of She-Hulk, it's anybody's guess, simply because even if she has been there, and she may have been, to film, they may cut her out of the movie. It's going to be all about RDJ, all about the X-Men, very little about the Fantastic Four, very little about the Thunderdolts, and way, way, way less than that about the Disney Plus cast and staff.
Well, the crazy thing about it is that they've had like a number of names listed already, and if for those of you who actually paid attention to the concept art before and everything, there's like a lot of stuff being put out there, including picture of Bruce Banner, Hulk, along with Tatiana Maslany, She-Hulk and stuff in that particular concept art when they're on a planet full of Hulks and stuff. And then there's also plot rumors out there stating where a certain Black Panther character will be and only be to set up a replacement Black Panther and stuff. But the thing is that all of these rumors and all of these things were casting or part 2 casting news and stuff sounds a bit like damage control to me. Don't you think so, Pro?
Yeah, so what we're hearing right now, and this is very early on, things can change, rumor and speculation territory, but what we're hearing right now is that the plan is to make this be all about RDJ. This is the Doctor Doom movie with the Avengers guest starring their own film. I don't even know who the Avengers are anymore, but I can tell you that of the not RDJ characters who are going to get the most screen time, it's looking like that's going to go to Tom Holland and Hugh Jackman buddying up as X-Men and Spider-Man, Wolverine and Spider-Man joining forces. You're going to get some of the other X-Men characters from Fox, but really lots of Wolverine, lots of Spider-Man, and then a surprise maybe to some, Haley Steinfeld, I'm hearing, is going to get a lot of screen time as Bishop, and that has to do with Marvel, again, trying to find a leading lady who can carry the day when so few of their other characters are popular at all. Now I know that and what's the name of it again? It's the circus thing. I don't remember exactly now. Cosmic Circus. Listen, I think the leak there is legit. So I have no doubt, and we've reported in the past that Tatiana Maslany was going to be there. That she's in the script. We've reported on that. Not again rumor and speculation because the script can change. That said, there's going to be a lot of stuff on the cutting room, and the cutting room grew exponentially as the Fantastic Four box office woes grew exponentially.
So what you're saying is that they've had a script for a long time now, because last I checked, there were also reports of, there wasn't a script ready, and then later on they stated that they hired a writer and stuff to come to the team after they started filming. What do you make of that?
My understanding is that there was a partial script that they thought they could get finished. They got into production. They discovered just how unpopular Fantastic Four is. That threw them all into tumult because you've got Pedro Pascal supposedly leading the Avengers in this movie. Well, if he can't lead the Fantastic Four to a box office win, why could he lead the Avengers? So then you got to scramble. What do you do if you got to scramble? You got to go with the people who can actually bring in a box office. Who can do that? We know Hugh Jackman can from Deadpool and Wolverine. You can't really put Ryan Reynolds as the lead of the Avengers, but you can put Hugh Jackman in. Who else brings in the box office no matter what? Tom Holland. So you put Tom Holland and Hugh Jackman together fighting against RDJ. You throw in Haley Steinfeld, so you've got a leading lady who can carry the day. And then you get the nostalgia member berries with the Fox X-Men characters. We're talking about Patrick Stewart and the rest. That is a recipe to do better than $500 million. Now, am I going to eat crow? Am I going to say, oh no, Pro was wrong. Marvel is back, baby? No. Folks, you're getting the win right now. Even though this movie is not going to be what it could be, you're getting a win in that in live time, right now, happening right now as we speak, they're scrambling behind the scenes to change what everything was going to be what they think the market wants. And for the past 5 years, they didn't care what the market wanted because they thought they could dictate to the market what they would watch. Turns out that's not true. Turns out now, 180 time over at the MCU as Kevin Feige tries to save his legacy.
Oh, it's not only that, but also the possible particular funding, quote unquote, that they might have received and stuff that was possibly revealed after a certain presidential term began. Woohoo! But anyway, it's like, as I've seen it shown, have it shown highlighted here and stuff. They're saying that, there is rumored, like confirming, like Tom Holland, Chris Evans, and Elizabeth Olsen. I'm still iffy about Chris Evans because of the fact that, there's reports saying that he claimed that they didn't call him. But they also have, the likes of, as you know, Benedict Cumberbatch returning his role as Doctor Strange, Charlize Theron, who is not really liked right now with recent interviews and stuff from a podcast, Tiana Paris from the failed, the Marvels movie. You also have Mark Ruffalo, Tatiana Maslany rumored, Haley Steinfeld, as you say that, Iman Vellani, big fan, but yeah, definitely in it. Catherine Newton, India Rose Hemsworth, the daughter of Chris Hemsworth, who plays Thor, who's definitely returning, Evangeline Lilly, Denai Guerrero, who played Okoye from the Black Panther movies, Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and key members of the Loki cast, including Tom Hiddleston, as that's already been confirmed
You
before.
knew that was going to happen. Yeah, and I'll say this too, regarding Chris Evans and regarding the return of Peggy Carter. Folks, big time spoiler potential here. And nothing is decided yet. So what I'm hearing, again, rumor and speculation territory, in credit scenes for Captain America. That's what I'm hearing. Chris Evans comes back, and that is what gets people excited about the next movie, because both of these films probably need to break $1.5 billion to break even. So they got to have one heck of a reason for you to show up to number two. We've also heard that they may split this into a trilogy because they're trying desperately to find a way to recoup all of these production costs. Going with a trilogy is one way to do that. It was the Lord of the Rings strategy, the Hobbit strategy as well, although I don't think the Hobbit worked quite the same. But this is the game they're going to play. I believe is to pull basically a Force Awakens where Luke shows up in the last 5 seconds. In this case, it's Chris Evans.
Yeah, but the thing is, Pro, that you've been 95% right of the rumors that you've put out there and everything. We've all known that.
92.5%, Hughes. 92.5. I don't want to give myself too much there.
Well, I'm giving it to you anyway. But the thing is that that's still an A right there, to me. But the thing is, Pro, what you just stated right there. That definitely explains going into Secret Wars and stuff. And I've always had these, thoughts about this stuff, predictions of my own. I just never said it to anybody and stuff. And because I didn't think they'll be true, and lo and behold, they turned out to be true and stuff. But I was also thinking about Chris Evans returning because the whole Battle World rumored storyline that's happening in Secret Wars as well. And it wouldn't be a surprise if they stated that I'm guessing anything. They could have Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man again, along with Doctor Doom, or even having Doctor Doom being Tony Stark and stuff, as people would say, is from the comics and everything, from an Elseworld situation or multiverse situation. But then again, you also had the Fantastic Four multiverse version in as film and stuff. And the fact of the matter is, they're banking on nostalgia again, just to get people back in the seats. But exactly, will the Marvel fans actually return or won't they? That's the biggest question that everyone's is asking. And the fact of the matter is, it's up to Marvel and Disney to go ahead and convince them to return to Marvel to see Avengers Doomsday, Secret Wars, and potentially even another, as you said, a rumored third movie and stuff. And the fact of the matter is, it's going to take a lot, and that includes getting rid of the president of the company itself. Now, the fact of the matter is that I guarantee you that all of these things are going to have lead up to Doctor Doom just going ahead and taking over everything, destroying that particular universe, so that way his Battle World universe can be there, and then Kevin Feige can definitely do a reset and stuff, where they can also recast, a T'Challa and everything to have a male Black Panther once again. And the fact of the matter is, they may hire, like younger, cheaper talent and stuff to reboot the whole universe itself, because Kevin Feige, not only will he not take accountability, but he also shows that his plans failed, and they failed even after Ike Perlmutter was fired. What do you make of that, Pro?
Kevin Feige has a plan right now, and that plan is throw everything he has at making these last two or three Avengers movies successful, and then get out of Dodge, go to the X-Men, cast new people, start all over. None of these characters return again, minus Tom Holland and Hugh Jackman somewhere else. But this is it. This is it. It's over. They've damaged it so much that they have to go back to all of the originals, pay whatever it takes, and then get out of this situation. Phase 4, phase 5, phase 6 are all complete disasters. All they've got left is get out as fast as they can. Disney is not as worried about Marvel as they are Star Wars, though, I have to say, because they believe they can have a brand new day with the X-Men, whereas with Star Wars, they're still confusified about how they keep Star Wars from going from dead to fully died.
No, they're confused. They're putting out. I'm guessing they're putting out there that they're confusified. But the real deal is that a certain Kathleen Kennedy, who's supposed to be leaving this month and stuff, but haven't seen anything about her being gone and stuff, or being officially made gone as of yet. She's basically having, it seems to me that she has it as a cover of the fact that she doesn't want to admit that her plans didn't work. She doesn't want to admit that the audience was right. She also doesn't want to give the audience what they want and stuff. And also, it's like, and a certain legal battle took place and stuff, so she's definitely the result of a certain legal battle that we can't talk about right now, definitely took place. And I'm pretty sure she definitely doesn't like that, and of course she's going to stay quiet for that. But the fact of the matter is that, back to this whole Doomsday and Marvel situation with Avengers and stuff. I'm guessing that they might have Chris Evans playing possible Captain Hydra situation, or even yet possibly have them to travel back in time to go ahead and get Chris Evans and stuff to not Chris Evans, uh
RDJ?
Steve Rogers.
Oh, okay. Steve Rogers. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, to get Steve Rogers to come into the present or future and everything, and then help out. But the thing is that will the question is, do you think Chris Evans will actually take that if that were the case?
Well, as we get ready to wrap up this conversation, I'll just say, when it comes to Chris Evans, I think he enjoys playing Captain America. I think he'll come back to play Captain America. I think the paycheck would be great. He's had some embarrassing outings, but just remember, what did Kevin Feige think this movie was going to be? Brie Larson and Pedro Pascal versus Kang, Jonathan Majors, Brie Larson, and Pedro Pascal versus Jonathan Majors. They're scrambling to change it, even up until today.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, and that right there is not surprising at all. But Pro, thank you so much. And also, Pro, looking forward to future endeavors with you. Appreciate you being up here as well. Folks, you all know what to do. Go ahead. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to Pro's channel and everything. Check out thatparkplace.com. Also, I want to thank you all for joining us at this moment, and be sure to smash the like button. Pro, do you have anything to add to this?
Just check out the Pro Show, ladies and gentlemen, on the Pro Channel. It is at noon p.m. Eastern, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and in the evenings at 10 p.m. Eastern, Mondays and Wednesdays. We'll see you there.
All right. And thank you all for joining. Smash the like button, share the video far wide across social media, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for future uploads, notifications, and join the Discord server in the description below. Until then, peace.